just started reading this webcomic called Monster Kind.
Oh my god, I love Monster Kind. Oh my gosh, all my precious cinnamon roll characters, but now they're full of angst.
Are you okay?
Not really. Wow, look at all these Monster Kind characters. Cause they're all cinnamon rolls, especially this one because it represents Wallace and he is my favorite. Dude, what's up with your mug? Excuse me? Rude, Wallace. Maybe look in a mirror sometime. No, I mean the mug you're holding. Oh, yeah, about that. Some monsters sometimes have powers. No, I mean the fact that there's My Little Pony on it. Yeah, my time in District D was a dark time. Ah! You screamed as you dodged the bat spirit's attack yet again. Mayvie was full of these darned bat spirits. Somehow, they always seemed to find and target you specifically. You realized that was a pretty silly idea. It didn't matter anyway. Being in dangerous spirit fights meant you had Mr. Spender to save you. Mr. Rick Spender. He was your best friend and longtime crush. The way his blonde hair swept majestically against his brow, the mysterious darkness of his shades, and his tireless, humble urge to teach his young students about the spectral world made you swoon. He was erudite, yet compassionate. He was strong, yet had a softness that allowed him to communicate with kids. You had fallen hopelessly in love with all that he was. However, you couldn't start daydreaming about him again. You were busy being a damsel in distress. As the bat spirit lunged again, you made to move, but a bright spotlight suddenly shot from above your head and blinded the spirit. It wailed, and as it clawed at its eyes, your shadow elongated until it reached the spirit. Suddenly, Mr. Spender hopped over you dramatically and stuck a superhero landing. Mind if I cut in? He asked, flashing a signature Spender smirk at you. You blushed. He tore your shadow up from the floor and yanked it out from underneath the spirit, as if it were a rug. The spirit screamed and flipped onto its backside. Mr. Spender then took 2 ninja stars of light out of his sunglasses and threw them deftly at the spirit. They sunk into its chest, and the spirit evaporated into nothingness. "Oh, Mr. Spender, you saved me!" you cried, jumping up to give him a hug. "Not so fast," he said, watching where the spirit had dissolved. "And call me Rick," he reminded you, shooting you a quick wink. You could tell because his eyebrow moved downward in what looked like a wink behind his sunglasses. "Of course! I forgot about its weakened form," you gasped. When the white smoke remains of the bat spirit formed, Mr. Spender quickly took it out. "Thank you so much, Rick," you said. Now he allowed you to hug him. "Haha, it was nothing," Rick said, wrapping his arms around you. Then he took your shoulders and looked you up and down in a quick examination. You blushed again. "Are you hurt?" No, I think those bat spirits just have a thing for me," you said. Then you added quickly, "Not that I'm anything special, they just know your name," Mr. Spender said, blushing. Why was he blushing, you wondered? "You're incredibly special." Mr. Spender let go of your shoulders to hold your hand and look deep into your eyes. At least, you assumed he was because you couldn't actually see anything behind his sunglasses. "You see, your name. You've been my friend for so long. Why didn't I see it before?" "See what before?" you said breathlessly. "All of my years, I've been trying to keep people out. I thought my reasons, my secrets, were better kept to myself. That was, until I realized tonight that I have you, my best friend, whom I can confide anything in, whom I trust, whom I love." You let out a breath you didn't know you were holding. "Your name, tonight, I finally saw the light." Mr. Spender laughed at his pun about his spectral powers. "Oh, Rick," you smiled. "I realized that I'm in love with you. I want to be with you forever." Still holding your hand, Mr. Spender got down on one knee. He pulled out the ring in his pocket. "I ran to the store tonight and got the best diamond I could on a teacher's salary. Your name," he said, his voice trembling now. "Will you marry me?" "Rick, I'd like to start with a date first, but then yes, I will marry you," you said, crying. "I'll give you this ring as a promise ring, so that we'll always be together," Mr. Spender said happily. He slipped the ring on your finger, got up from the floor and kissed you passionately, and it was the best kiss of all time. The end.